Not numerous are familiar with another important member of the royal family, Princess Anne, who attended her mama's burial alongside her two brothers, King Charles and Princess Andrew. But Princess Anne, who showed up in her military livery, has a veritably emotional public record full of adventures as well. Washington Post described Princess Anne as a cheerful, strong woman and an Olympic athlete who was the only one of her siblings who accompanied her mama's ball as it made its ways of the 6-hour drive through Scotland from Balmoral Castle to Edinburgh and on the trip to London. Although she never served in the army, she held numerous titles and wore military livery. Princess Anne is frequently described as the most hard-working member of the royal family. She contended in the Montreal Olympic in 1976 as a member of British Equestrian Peloton. And continues to work to support steed riding for people with disabilities throughout the Commonwealth. She also took a part in a London successful shot to host the 2012 Olympic Games. Her first hobby, Army Captain Mark Phillips, was also an Olympian, and their son Zara Tyndall followed in her parents' steps. Tyndall won a Table War Order at the 2012 London Olympics. She disassociated Phillips in 1992 and after 8 months married Timothy Lawrence, a captain in charge of looking after the royal family nags. In 1989, love letters that Lawrence wrote to Anne were stolen and blurted to the Sun. The review intimately begged not to publish it and handed it over to British authorities, but it continued to spread enterprise about an adulterous affair. Princess Anne also made the front runners in the tabloid after she was supposedly reprimanded by her political queen mama during President Donald Trump's visit to UK in 2019. Princess Anne is the 16th in the throne line. She refused to give her children royal titles and survived a hijacking attempt in 1974 after Marksman stopped her auto near Buckingham Palace. She took a keen interest in equestrianism and literally reached the loftiest position in equestrian competition, particularly like the 3 days event, which is a test of omnipotence where manly and womanish riders contend against each other, both as individualities and as brigades. She won the individual European Championship in 1971 and was also a member of the winning British Peloton, along with being a member of British Peloton, sharing in the 1976 Montreal Olympic. Common interest in equestrianism attracted Princess Anne and her first hobby, Captain Mark Phillips, an army officer whom she married on November 14, 1973 in Westminster Abbey. While Princess Anne is the alternate eldest child in the family and the first to have children, her children weren't given royal title at birth. Royal rules dating back centuries states that only a male heir at the lowest seats can come a nobleman or a queen. She entered an offer from a queen to break the rules and give her sons the royal titles, but she refused. In March 1974, she was nearly abducted when a mentally ill marksman attacked her auto, injuring her sentry and motorist. She was 23 at the time. Despite the help of numerous people, it was the queen herself who actually baffled his attempt. When the Prince Anne was 39, her inexhaustible humanitarian work to save children inspired Zambian President Kenneth Kaunda to be nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize, since also the Queen, who became patron of the charity Save Children in 2016 after serving as a chairman since 1970, has continued to spend much of her time devoted to the world's leading independent children's organization. Welcome to Exclusive Trends channel.